Good day, everybody. Another video about inappropriate circuit operations around Caboolture for information. Let's have a look at what happened in this occasion. The three aircraft in question is this helicopter here, and we'll just put his information here. This aircraft is the aircraft that I was in, and we're coming back from the training area, and the other aircraft of interest is this aircraft, which is heading in from the south. This aircraft is on climb heading to Gympie, and obviously the jet's not involved. So I'll play the trace at 2 times and just move forward a little bit. It's gone backwards for some reason. So here we go. We've got the aircraft that I was in coming in from the north at on descent for an overhead join, and the helicopter coming in from the west at circuit altitude. He's just coming into the circuit now, and the aircraft from the south is at 1,000 feet on the non-active side. So the aircraft I was in, we've just come overhead the airfield and descending on the non-active side, and the helicopter is inside the circuit area, the 3 nautical miles, and tracking to the northeast, the east-northeast. We identified the traffic inbound from the south and extended our descent further to come in behind them. As we're turning now and descending down to circuit altitude, the aircraft from the south, the Cessna 182, is at the circuit height, joining a crosswind. The helicopter is continuing to track northeast and is about to cross the center line onto the active side of runway 11. So now we've got the Cessna 182 and the Cessna 172 that we were in, both at circuit altitude, good spacing, and joining crosswind, whilst the helicopter is still tracking northeast and crossing the center line onto the active side inside the circuit area opposite the circuit direction. Now, I'm not sure what radio or visibility the helicopter had for this 182, but it's clear that there is a conflict there. I'll just pause the trace there. We've got the helicopter flying opposite direction to the circuit traffic on the active side at 1,000 feet. The Cessna 182 is at 1,000. There's 40 feet difference, 41 foot difference in altitude. So lateral separation is the only thing keeping them apart. We are just turning downwind at, that's not an appropriate height. The WebTrack reporting is not super accurate with altitudes, we've noticed. This aircraft only has a mode C, not a mode S, so it's not corrected for GPS. So it's clear that the helicopter is opposite direction with lateral separation. So we'll play the trace. And about this point here, I've noticed the helicopter coming directly at me and wondering what he's going to do. And I was about to press the transmit key when he did a left turn and circled around behind the Cessna 182. Now, I've got no idea whether this helicopter pilot actually saw us. So I spoke to my student and I said, let's just extend downwind, give these guys some room. And it's a pretty unique sort of circuit entry join. And so we've extended the downwind. The 182 is probably oblivious to where the helicopter is right now, but I did hear the helicopter make a call saying that they're number 2 to the 182, so at least he had him sighted then. And we've extended the downwind and called a wide base number 3 to the helicopter on final. So all in all, not a really good circuit entry join in accordance with the AIP. Certainly a hazard. If I just stop the trace there and I play his trace, is it going to load it for me? It's not going to load it for me. It hasn't. So that's the 182 and that's the 172, but for some reason the helicopter trace is not showing. So I'll just back it up so that we can see the track again. Bit of a unique entry, and we've advised the Flight Safety Advisory Group at Caboolture, and they can have the appropriate discussions with the operators as required. Bottom line is, please follow the procedure. Don't fly opposite circuit direction on the active side, and keep an eye out because you could get anybody, anywhere, anytime. Thanks. Fly safe. Have fun.